I've always said if you can't respect yourself, then who's going to respect you? I've always liked to be a good inspirator, to try to tell people to do the right thing, even though it might sound a little bit of harsh sometimes of what I be saying. But that's because I try to tell people to do the right thing, not always in a violent way, but sometimes in a positive way, because violence is not always the answer. There's more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? So I've always tried to tell people never accept disrespect. If you're like a mature adult like me, then you should understand that. But if you're somebody that is an adult and you're still very ignorant to a lot of things, then I don't expect people like that to understand where I'm coming from. But for those who's mature enough to understand that, never accept disrespect. Even if you're working with your coworkers or with your boss, and they try to come at you sideways, or they feel like they can talk to you a certain kind of way, you don't let them get away with that. You stand on your own 2 feet and let them know that you don't talk to me like that. You don't disrespect me like that. And there's a lot of people in this world that some people would get way too comfortable with that person, and they think they can talk to you any kind of way because they feel like because they work with you a lot. Oh, we're like co-workers now. And I tell some of my coworkers at my job, don't ever get it twisted with me and thinking that I'm gonna let you sit there and disrespect me, because that's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna accept that. If I haven't disrespect you, then you don't have a right to disrespect me. If I've been respectful to you, then you have no reason to be disrespecting me. If I haven't done anything or said anything to offend you or anything like that, you have no right to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm somebody who made a YouTube video and I might have rubbed people the wrong way on certain things that I said, and even though I wasn't really addressing you, but if you feel like that there's a problem between me and you, you're more than welcome to address the situation towards me. But I'm not going to sit here and let you throw bricks at me and let you talk to me any kind of way you want because over some shit I said in my videos. It ain't just my videos. It's like that in real life too, people. You know, it's no different than you kids going to school, middle school, high school, elementary. You got this bully bullying you around, thinking they can pick on you. You don't accept that. You stand up to a bully, especially when the bully's in 100% in the wrong for starting stuff with you. You're not in the wrong, so you have every right to try to handle the situation the best way you can. And I don't mean in a violent way, but whatever you think is best for you to deal with that person that disrespects you, you handle it the best way you can. But my grandmother always told me, don't put up with nobody's bullshit, especially when you don't have to put up with their shit. You don't have to tolerate their bullshit. And that's been sticking by me for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? You don't put up with nobody's bullshit. It's no different on the internet. If I got people like trolls trying to talk junk to me, I just easily block them and go on by my day. Or sometimes I'll just stand there and let them make a fool out of themselves and just keep talking and talking and typing like a bunch of little keyboard little warriors. Let them just keep talking until they get tired of mentioning my name. Then they'll go wander off somewhere. But other than that, stuff like that, I don't really put up with it. I just block them, go on by my day. But yeah, there's a lot of people in this world that's just not going to accept disrespect. A lot of people, some people will get violent with you. Some people are very emotional and they'll pull the gun out and shoot you. You know what I'm saying? So, you really got to be careful who you disrespecting out there. Pick your battles very carefully on who you try to go at in this world. You feel me? But other than that, disrespect, man, no, it's something that you should never tolerate in your life. You start accepting disrespect from your coworkers or your boss, and I ain't afraid to tell my boss. If I feel like my boss is trying to come at me sideways or think he gonna talk to me like I'm some child or whatever like that, thing because he's my boss, he can fire me and have me replaced. That's not going to intimidate me. And some people, they would use that against you because they feel like, oh well, you need this job. You need this job more than anything. And I'm your boss, and I can disrespect you and come at you slick and come at you sideways any way how I want. You don't put up with nothing like that, man. So I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You don't sit there and tolerate shit like that, especially if they threaten to get rid of you and saying that they can have you replaced and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't let nobody try to talk to you like that or try to put you in the same category with everybody else. You don't let scumbags and trashy people talk to you like that, even if they are your boss. Who is they? You know what I'm saying? But some people are afraid to speak up on that because they're afraid that they're going to well, if I feel like if I stand up to my boss and said this, he or she is going to fire me and this and that. And I'll be like, you know why? That's why your bosses and your coworkers at your job disrespect you because you let them get away with that. And a lot of people let people get away with that, man. And I'm one of those people that I ain't gonna let you sit there and talk to me any kind of way. I don't care if you're my boss or not. You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way. And I'm talking about in real life. On the internet, that's a different story. I'll just block you and go on by my day. But real life, no, I'm one of those people in real life that you ain't gonna sit there and talk to me any kind of way. I'm the kind of guy like, hey, we can do this in the lot. We can step over here and fight in the parking lot somewhere where there's no eyewitnesses. Don't nobody gotta be there. Just me and you. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? That's where I come from. Got a problem with me? We can fight in the lot. We can fight in the parking lot somewhere. Don't nobody gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? But I try not to resort to stuff like that because sometimes it's not really worth fighting though. But some people that be very disrespectful. Some people deserve to get knocked on their ass for being too disrespectful. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a woman. Especially if you're somebody that's very ignorant and you think you can just go around and talk to people any certain kind of way, and then sooner or later you're gonna test the wrong person and they're gonna knock you on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I've never been that kind of person. In my personal life, I'm a very laid back guy in my personal life. Once you meet me in my personal, once you meet a guy like me, you'll see how much chill and how laid back Jug truly is, and you'll see a huge difference in me in the real world and on YouTube. You'll see a very huge difference in me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not trying to get anybody to show me sympathy or like me more. I'm not on YouTube for likes. You know what I'm saying? Some people when they do videos, they on here for likes. I'm not on here for likes. I'm on here just to get my opinion out there, express my opinion, or try to be a good inspirator to try to tell people to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Some of my videos, and there's some are, but hey, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I'm worth it. But yeah, man. Never don't ever be afraid to stand your ground. If you feel like you're being disrespected, I don't care if you're a man or woman. If you feel like this person is disrespect you, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, then who's going to respect you? Especially if you're somebody who let people get away with disrespecting you in real life and you're cool with it, or you're afraid that if you say something, they might want to fight you and this and that. You know what I'm saying? You got to toughen yourself up now. And that's why I try to tell people, toughen yourself up. Toughen up. That's all I got to say. Because if you don't toughen up, then you're going to be the type of person that somebody's just going to walk all over you for the rest of your life. You're going to be walked over for the rest of your life, all because you didn't want to toughen up. You didn't want to toughen up. We all been disrespected. Everybody's been disrespected. And there's a lot of things that people said to me that I didn't like. And there's a lot of shit that people said to y'all that they didn't like. But you know what? We get tough from that. You know what I'm saying? We toughen up from situations like that. From all the bad, disrespectful experience that we all dealt with in our past, we all toughen up from that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're somebody who dwells about the past and saying, oh my God, man, I remember this person did this and did that to me and this and that, I'm still hurt from that. And you know what a person like me is going to tell you? Toughen up. Toughen up. All right. I ain't saying forget, but toughen your ass up from that situation. Because what doesn't break you make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? People say a lot of things to me that I didn't like, but it never broke me. It just make me twice as stronger. You know what I'm saying? Motivate me to be more stronger, motivate me to be even more bulletproof when they try to throw shit at me. You know what I'm saying? We all evolve from that. We all get stronger from disrespect. The more you get disrespected, you get disrespected, you gotta toughen up. I ain't saying be like a thug or be somebody to pull a gun out and blow somebody's brains out. No, that ain't what I'm saying. You gotta toughen up from stuff like that. Stand up, stand on your own 2 feet, stand up for yourself. You don't stand up for yourself, people gonna walk all over you. They'll get too comfortable with you, and they're gonna talk to you any kind of way they want to talk to you because you don't want to toughen up. You don't want to stand on your own 2 feet. You don't want to stand up for yourself. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Who cares what that person thinks because you decide to stand up for yourself? If they want to look at you like you're crazy or laugh at you because you choose to stand up for yourself, well, you know what? Who gives a damn how they feel for someone like you or me standing up for themselves? Let them think whatever the hell they want to think. Because I'm like this. You want to get tough with me? We can take this outside. That's all I gotta say. We can take this outside or fight in the parking lot. Whatever how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with me standing up for myself because you think you're gonna sit there and disrespect me and talk to me any kind of way, no, that ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. And there's some people in this world that is so disrespectful that they'll just keep trying to push somebody's buttons. They'll just keep pushing your buttons, pushing your buttons. They'll keep trying to, like, how do you say, provoke you. They'll try to provoke you in a stupid, retarded way just to get you in hoping that you'll snap or something like that. And there's a lot of slick people in this world that will do that. They'll try to provoke you in a very slick and sneaky way. You know? So yeah, people, never accept disrespect. Never accept that. But I think that's all I wanted to say. I think I done said enough, though. I hope this video will help you guys out, inspire you guys a little more, whatever like that. So anybody who's going through the situation on what I just said, hopefully this video might be a help to some of those out there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.